Okay, here we go.
Here's Reverend Bill with your God Call.
There is the possibility of getting too much of a good thing. When we set an intention to be healthy and to exercise more, we can overdo it and injure ourselves or spend so much time at the gym that we lose track of the other things that are going on in our lives. It's also possible to pay not nearly enough attention to taking care of our physical bodies, and that's not okay either. What we want to do in all aspects of our lives is find that perfect balance point and allow ourselves to be in alignment to the good that's at hand.
Presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And good morning, New Thought, Philadelphia. It is 1/11, January 11th. There's only one day. And we get to kind of celebrate by being together as one for today. So welcome to the folks who are joining us on Zoom. Welcome to the folks who are joining us in person here at the Falzer Club. And folks on Zoom, keep yourself muted except when you're sharing because it will let us be much more orderly. Good to see some of you folks. Let us be a little disorderly now and begin with a cacophony. So unmute if you're on Zoom and speak up if you're here and repeat after me. I open myself to love.
I open myself to
I open
love.
myself to joy.
I open myself to joy.
I open myself to the awareness of good surrounding me.
I open myself to the awareness of good surrounding me.
I know love is right here, right now.
And I know that love is right here, right now.
You guys on Zoom, mute. You guys in the room. I will remind you that New Thought Philadelphia is an open and loving community of spiritual adventurers, welcoming each person to experience their divine nature in an empowering space of unconditional love. So whatever path you've been on, whatever brought you here today, wherever you're going next, we have been expecting you. Welcome home. We believe there's one power, love, intelligence, or force that creates everything, including each of us. And we each use that same power, love, intelligence, or force to create our lives according to our beliefs. The way we like to say it for short, your new life begins with a new thought. If you have extra electronic devices, especially in the room, that might make a beep or a whir or a buzz or otherwise distract, I don't know, you, but more importantly, me, during the celebration, go ahead and put it on shush for the next hour or so that we can focus on each other. I'm Bill Marchiony. I'm the spiritual director at New Thought Philadelphia. Our music today is by the amazing Ginger Coyle, RSCP. And we begin today the way we begin everything, with a practical prayer. We have a couple of practitioners on duty today. Jesus Baez is going to lead a meditation in a little bit, and Joe Catanzaro, RSCP, is going to open us now with a practical prayer.
Good morning, everyone. We get a little cosmic reminder today, as Reverend Bill pointed out, that it's 111, 111. And you might say, it's still 3, but 3 divided by 3 is 1. If my math is correct. Anyway, remember that. At the bottom line is we're all in this together and it's all one. The presence is here, the spirit is here. The community is here, the love is here. I can feel it, I know it. I look around and I see it and I hear it, and I'm so grateful for it because I know that we are that one. And everything we bring here today, our light, our love, our talents, our beings, our presence, only augments everybody else. It creates something bigger and better and new and brings more joy and more love and more good into our lives. And we carry that with us, carry that outward. And that we know that a little more love isn't going to hurt anything. To breathe into that. Let's celebrate it. Let's kick it up a notch today. Let that love burn brighter and shinier, and remember to carry it with you and spread it around. Whatever we create here today, all of it. So I'm grateful for each one here, for everything we do and bring. And I'll release my word to the law that always says yes, and so it is.
Hey, Joe. So the reason that we do a practical prayer is because it works. It actually changes something in the experience of life that we're having. So if there is somebody who has a prayer work story that you would like to share, go ahead and you can raise your hand if you're in the room, or you can wave your hand if you're on the screen. I have one, and it's something that's long in the making, which is to have a spiritual community and a tribe where we can rely on each other. And that's been really important for me. And over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, several of the people who had been involved in our You're Not Alone listening sessions, as we're dealing with troubling times, even before all the stuff that happened at the beginning of the year, one of the ministers who co-leads that says, hey, are we going to do another one of those? And it's like, yeah, we should do another one of those. And then this week, after what happened in Minneapolis, several people said, can we do another one of these? And yesterday, I sent an email to like a dozen or almost a dozen ministers to say, when should we do this? We can do it next Sunday, which is Martin Luther King weekend and the kickoff of the season for nonviolence. So we could do it these days. They all said, yes, I will be there. And let's do it as soon as possible. Let's do it on the 18th. So we'll be hearing some more about that in the announcements today. And it's wonderful for me to have that yes show up so quickly and so powerfully. Anybody else have a prayer work story that you'd like to share? You guys are quiet today. Okay, no more prayer work stories. Dina's going to come up and share the announcements with us. Oh yeah, where's it? Where's your kazoo when you need it?
Embedded into the thing. Here we go. Yes. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Hi, G. Okay, this wonderful information is on the website at newthoughtphilly.org. Please sign up for the weekly e-newsletter so we can keep in touch. The final episode of the Practical Prayer podcast is finale. Carolyn, Reverend Bob. Oh boy, sorry, man. Sorry about that. It's lightning, yeah. Carolyn, Reverend Bill look back on 19 seasons, going back to the summer of 2021. That is pretty remarkable. And talk about how far they've come. We host a dozen online meditations every week. Drop by for 15 minutes of inspiration on Zoom. They're also on Insight Timer Live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Sandy and Karen lead the Power of Eight Intention Circle every Monday evening from 6:30 to 7 to help bring new experience into the lives of the group members. With all that's going on, we've been urged to do another in the series of You Are Not Alone listening sessions. It'll be next Sunday evening from 7 to 8 on Zoom. Metaphysical Movie Night returns on Sunday, January 25th with Chariots of Fire. It's hosted by Scopy, free on Zoom at 7 p.m. Did I have like music in the background? I'm sorry, it's not just in my head. Okay. God Calls are a half minute of inspiration on your phone 4 times every week, starting with a free 2-week trial. Info is at godcall.org. We are now well over 2,700 spiritual adventurers in our group on meetup.com. Get your midweek adventure on and meet some new folks at one of the daily meditations. Follow, subscribe, like, and share New Thought Philly on Instagram, Facebook, Insight Timer, and YouTube. Thank you to the team that makes these celebrations work. We get together ahead of time to get things in order and have some fun. Email the volunteer coordinator to join the joy. Next Sunday is Online with a New You. Guest speaker, Reverend Amy Steinberg, notes that embracing newness at the start of a new year is fun. That she is. She shares ideas about allowing the upward spiral of life to express as you. Live original music by Jeff Lesser. The practitioners are available for professional sessions by appointment. After the celebration, Jesus is available for a quick transformational miracle in a minute. Stick around in the Zoom meeting after the celebration for casual conversation. Now, I just wanted to add one other thing. Can I do that now? One of the members of the Philly music community, who some of you might remember because he's been here, Ross Bellenlaw, was in a pretty serious car accident. And he has a GoFundMe to kind of help support him while he's recovering and healing. You can either find me or go on Facebook if you're on there and look up his name and, hook up with that. And if you can't do that, send a healing prayer for him because he's really one of our treasures in the city. So, yeah. So thank you so much.
So Practitioner Corps, you have been notified. Prayer list includes Ross Bellenwa. If you want some details on any of this, Dina, D-E-N-A, at newthoughtphilly.org. I am not seeing any brand new fresh faces in the room today. Wonderful smiling faces. And I'm not sure, it might be somebody who's joining us for the first time on the Zoom. If you were here for the first time or otherwise would like to get a special blessing, you can go ahead and wave your hand for us. Otherwise, we're all going to share that warmth, share that love, and bless ourselves and each other. So rub your hands together, feel the warmth, feel the love, and send that out. You are the bright light of God's love. We are the bright light of God's love. I am so grateful for the way that love is shining today, the way that we are sharing that love today. So it is. Ginger's going to do another song. This is our traditional welcome song. This is My Soul is Welcome Here by Daniel Namod. The folks in the room are going to greet each other. The folks on Zoom, you can go through and make eye contact with each other. Ginger?
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just
us doing the original song.
Every Sunday, we light the flames of faith as a reminder that even though there is a lot of richness and diversity in the world, we are all one. And so Michelle is going to read the flames of faith and Breen is going to light.
We perform this ceremony to acknowledge that all people and all faiths come from the one power, love, intelligence, which we call spirit or God. We honor the richness that comes from our shared diversity and bless the interwoven energy of the divine feminine and masculine. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the earth-baked traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. As we light the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone or any place you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
Nia is going to share our reading today, and I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll find out.
Right, good morning. And this writing is from Jesus himself. All right, it is called What It Means to Be One. To be one, I won't see or embody duality. I stay floating in the presence. The more I be in alignment with the one, nothing will distract me. When something big or small brings me discomfort, I know I'm separated from the one. I take a deep breath of consciousness. I go within, connected, and align myself to the one. Stay present in the here and now. I'm contemplating in scripture and embodying goodness in the universe. To know I am part of the one always walking in me and with me closer than my breathing. The main verse in the Jewish tradition, which they call the Shema, Deuteronomy 6:4-5. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one. Love him with all of your heart and all of your soul and strength. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. In the Tao, say it doesn't have a beginning or an end. To be one with the one. I recognize my immorality my deathless self. I have no end. Course, I am created in the image and likeness of the One. I be aware of the One in every person I meet. Whatever I see the One expressing himself in all his creation. One, one that's all that is.
Like a painted sky, a canvas in disguise. Pink moon rises up with the tide, provides such a lovely contrast to the lavender twilight. Like a child, I'm mesmerized every time. Oh, the big picture makes me feel so small. The big picture makes me feel so small. The big picture makes me feel so small. You know it makes me feel so. One day you're here, the next you're gone. The truth is that you're one with it all. The big picture makes me feel so small. You know it makes me feel so. So small. Like a monarch flies southbound in July. She's headed down to Mexico, with 1,000 miles behind her and 1,000 more to go. That's a strength I want to know. The big picture makes me feel so small. The big picture makes me feel so small. The big picture makes me feel so small. You know it makes me feel so. One day you're here, the next you're gone. The truth is that you're one with it all. The big picture makes me feel so small. You know it makes me feel so. You can put your finger on a map and take a trip, or you can bask in your reflection's magnificence. 'Cause beauty's everywhere if you choose to see it, and happiness is free. You've just got to be it. You just got to be it. The big picture makes me feel so small. The big picture makes me feel so small. The big picture makes me feel so small. You know it makes me feel so. One day you're here, the next you're gone. The truth is that you're one with it all. The big picture makes me feel so small. You know it makes me feel so small.
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Move my stuff over here. So today is 1/11, 1/11. Wonderful reminder about there is only one, and there is only one. And there's a tradition in a lot of religious science churches, and that's the branch of New Thought that New Thought Philadelphia comes from, to refocus on the textbook at the beginning of the year so that we can remind ourselves of the fundamentals, the basics of the teaching. And it's a really simple teaching. And there'll be an opportunity to take some questions if there's something.
Question.
Okay,
So I understand you're a religious science minister, is that right?
I am one.
Well, I'm interested in learning more about this religious science, or do you call it science of mind?
Oh, either way is just fine.
Okay, so tell me, is there a fundamental belief of religious science?
There is one.
Great. So tell me about your belief.
There is one.
Okay. I mean, it's nice to know there is one, but what is it?
That's it.
What's it?
That's our belief.
What's your belief?
There is one.
And you think that's all I need to know?
Somebody messed something up.
There's one.
There's two, and not on this script. See, that's the one. There's two. That's page 2. That's not
That's
the
the
one.
one.
Let me pregame this to make sure I'm not gonna make the same mistake again, because I know how to fool myself. I can fool myself.
So what's your belief?
There is one,
You said that before.
and we believe it,
You do.
every bit of it.
So are you going to tell me, all you're going to tell me about your belief is that there is one?
What else could you want to know?
I want to know about the spiritual belief of a religious scientist.
There is one.
So you're not going to tell me? Or is there like a secret handshake or something?
We have no secrets. Everything's open to everyone.
Including what you believe.
Oh, especially that.
So what can you tell me about your belief?
There is one.
And that's all.
That's all there can be.
And that's all you think I need to know.
For many people, that's enough.
Well, what if I want to know more? Look, is there a book where I can learn more about religious science?
The science of mind.
Don't you call your practice religious science?
It is religious science.
Okay, so is there a book about religious science?
The science of mind.
Ah, great. All right, you have 2 names and you can't even tell me what you believe.
There is one.
There's only one, not 2, and you call it religious science.
Yes,
Okay, then what's the book about religious science?
the science of mind.
I thought you said it was religious science.
It is religious science.
And you have a book about religious science?
The science of the mind.
Oh, I'm not getting anywhere here. Is there a magazine about religious science?
Science of mind.
Forgive me. Is there a magazine about science of mind?
Yes,
What is it?
science of mind.
Yes.
Yes,
Science of Mind.
yes,
The magazine.
yes,
The Science of Mind magazine.
yes.
The Science of Mind magazine is called Yes.
No,
Then what's the magazine about the science of mind?
the science of mind.
Yes.
Yes,
That's the name of the magazine.
yes.
So when I want the Science of Mind magazine, I ask for yes.
No,
No?
of course not. We have no yes.
This is giving me a headache.
Oh, we can help with that.
You can help with a headache?
Oh, we can help with all sorts of things.
Wow, well, what's the treatment for a headache?
Treatment, of
Yes, for a headache.
course,
So what's the treatment for a headache?
treatment.
Yes, that's what I want to know.
And now you got it.
The treatment for a headache?
Absolutely,
That's it. The treatment for a headache.
absolutely.
Isn't absolute a
No,
vodka?
no, no. Vodka will not help with a headache.
Tell me about the treatment.
Yes, treatment,
That's it.
absolutely.
But that won't help with a headache.
Oh, treatment works wonders for a headache. Of
Oh, who administers this treatment? A bartender?
course not. Treatment is provided by a professional practitioner.
Well, really? How does someone become a professional practitioner?
They study to learn practitioner consciousness.
So how many practitioner consciousnesses do you have?
There is one.
One consciousness.
Of course.
Only one.
There is only one.
Wait, is this practitioner course brand new?
Oh, no, it's been taught for many years.
So after all these classes, how many practitioner consciousness have you got?
There is one.
Only one.
There is only one.
And you're proud of this?
It's what sets us apart.
All right, do you have a lot of ministers?
Oh, sure, lots of us,
Do you ever have two ministers speak at the same event?
all the time.
How do you decide who's on first?
Oh, no, 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 that's a completely different comedy bit. We're not.
Look, thanks for your time. I want to go find a pagan and get some straight answers, all right?
Thank you, Breen Rourke. This is my original copy of the Science of Mind textbook, which is that from which we work. And that comedy bit has been around since 2008. I've been sharing that. There's some stuff that's changed in New Thought since then, so we have to keep on editing the script, but we're going to go for it. And the reason we do that is because there's a riff on There Is One. This teaching is really simple. This teaching is really, really simple. We just finished up 228 episodes of the Practical Prayer Podcast, 19 seasons. When I first started that, I was convinced we couldn't do more than one season, no more than a dozen episodes, because there's just not that much to it. And the reason that we were able to do 19 seasons of the podcast is not because of the complexity of the New Thought teaching. It's because the complete misunderstanding of the way the world works on behalf of other people and the questions that come in from so many different directions about how could this be possible? And the answer is it's obviously possible if we remember the basics, the fundamentals of this New Thought teaching. And that comes down to there is one. There is one power and presence, one love, one creative source that is sharing itself as all of its creation right now and all the time. That's all there ever has been. And what I tend to do, and what I tended to do over 4.5 years of doing a podcast, is go back to fundamentals, go back to the basics, go back to our creation story, because we're here. There is no doubt that I am here now, that each of us is here now, having this experience of life that we're having. And the question becomes, where did we come from? Not necessarily why, but where do we come from? So when we trace our lineage back, we can trace it back to whatever our creation story is. And all of the traditions, all the religions, all the spiritual practices tend to have their own creation story. Science has the creation story of the Big Bang, that 14.2 billion years ago, there was an impossibly, unbelievably, immensely dense singularity. And for whatever reason, it exploded or began expanding. And that one has been expanding since the moment of creation, 14.2 billion years. And science can tell us what happened along the way as that huge release of energy suddenly began to turn into matter and then began to react and turn into different sorts of molecules and atoms and recombine itself. And it's been recombining itself and unfolding itself for 14.2 billion years until here we are. The important thing to remember is all of us can trace our lineage, our heritage back to that one. We are all part of that one Big Bang. Different expressions of it, having our unique experience of it, but all part of that one. If you prefer scripture, the Bible begins, in the beginning there was darkness and void, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. And that is describing the creative process. An intelligence saying, let there be, and a law responding and making it be so. And if you think about it, if you were trying to tell the story of the Big Bang in the language of the Bible, it probably would have sounded a lot like the language they used. Describe the Big Bang. In the beginning, there was darkness and void. Okay, singularity. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Boom, there's light. Did God say it? Don't know. What is that infinite creative power for? Don't know. What was there before? Don't know. What do we know? We know that we can all trace ourselves back to let there be. And the important thing to remember is when we start with that awareness that we are all connected in such a fundamental way, it turns out that the difference between me and you and everybody else is a matter of perspective. We have this illusion, we have this thought that I'm in here and the rest of the world is out there, and it's different and it's separate. We have the idea that I'm in control of what's going on inside of my physical body. Really? If something hurts on you, can you just think it better? Just like that? There's techniques that we can use. But there are things that are going on in our body. Stop your digestion right now. Can you do it? No. And that's actually a good thing. Okay? Crank your immune system up now. Can you do it? No. It's running on its own. So we have this idea that it's ours, but we're just participating with it. There is a life that we are living. Where'd it come from? Well, it came from our parents. Where'd their life come from? You get where I'm going. We can all trace ourselves back to the one. So the experience that we're having is one of perspective. And that's why a day like today, 111, 111, there is only one, is so important, because that's so fundamental to this teaching. There is only one. The first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook, and it's actually part of the introduction, are, to me, some of the most powerful writing that Ernest Holmes did, because he explains the whole teaching in 4 relatively short chapters and then spends the rest of hundreds and hundreds of pages getting into detail on it and confusing practitioner students. All right, not just confusing practitioner students, but there's a lot of richness in detail. And if you can learn the first 4 chapters worth, that's a huge, huge head start. The chapters are the thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. And the thing itself is what I've just been describing. It is the creative law of the universe. There is a conscious intention. It gets put into that creative law, and it creates a new experience. The thing itself is that creative process. And the cool thing is, it doesn't have a choice in the matter. The creative law does not have a choice. It always says yes, which some people think sounds way too simple. You know, other religions have prayers, and the prayers are going to be answered with a yes or a no or a not right now. And the decision is being made externally. And we understand that when we are praying for something, the answer is going to be yes. And everybody says, well, why don't I have everything that I want? Your prayers are not about what you want. They're not even necessarily about the words that you use. They're about the words that we believe. And that's the way it works. That's the second chapter. It responds to your beliefs. It is done unto you as you want. No, that's not the way it works. It is not done unto you as the way you want. If you clear out the underbrush and get your belief that you deserve whatever it is that you want, then the law is responding to that. And there's a lot of clarity, and you get that experience. If you've ever had a prayer, have a demonstration, have a prayer work story where this is what I wanted to have happen, and I got myself in alignment, and boom, there it was. That's the process working. The way it works is by corresponding. And we've heard about the law of attraction. We've heard about the law of correspondence, or if you haven't, then you get to take Beyond Limits, which we're going to be teaching again this spring, and start digging into this. And they are all the same thing from a slightly different angle. We are creating our experience according to our beliefs. One of my favorite stories is the prayer work story, is Jane's son, Max, who wanted to have his dream job. And we prayed him into his dream job, and he started working at SEPTA within weeks of the prayer. And then he was happy for the rest of his life, except no, he wasn't, because he wanted to have a relationship. And so we did another prayer for a relationship, or his perfect relationship. And he found Brittany, and the 2 of them have been delightfully happy for forever now. They've been married for 3.5 years, I think. And when they first got together, I asked Brittany, I said, you existed before we did the prayer, right? And she said, oh yeah. I said, well, what were you doing? She said, I was doing a prayer too. They were praying for each other, and that's the law of attraction. Because once we are resonating and we're clear about who we are, what we're offering, and what we're looking for, the field goes way beyond where we are. There's one infinite creative power that creates everything, and it is doing stuff that we don't possibly understand. We don't have to understand it. We don't have to control it. We simply have to be able to use it. That's the third chapter, is what it does. It responds to conscious intention. It responds by corresponding. It is not going to manufacture a person out of nowhere because we're looking for a relationship. Then again, there are 8 billion people on the planet. Chances are pretty good that it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of happy coincidence to be in the room with the perfect person at the right time. And the cool thing is that it works. It works to create the experience of joy and delight that we are seeking. It also can work to keep us imprisoned, because a lot of people, when they're growing up, they learn things that weren't necessarily true or helpful. Oh, everybody in our family is an alcoholic. Okay. And is it possible that somebody's not going to be an alcoholic? Well, yes, that's possible. And that is the liberation from the person who has heard that story about what's happened in our family all through history from becoming an alcoholic. We are free to choose and free to change. But if we tell ourselves that story, oh yeah, I'm no good with money. I'm not creative at all. I can't do this. I'm always getting sick. That creative law that creates everything, what's it saying? Yes, it's saying yes to exactly those things that we don't want, that we believe that we're going to get anyway. So the invitation for us and the reminder on 111 is to choose the experience that we want to be having instead of repeating the experience that we've been having. Oh, and by the way, if you like the experience that you've been having, double down, set the intention to have more of that. Yes, I'll have more of that, please. An even bigger helping. Yes, please. I accept. And be in the flow. Because we're not separate. We're not unique and individual. We are all participating in this one infinite creative endeavor, and we're creating something through our own participation in it. Had an experience a while ago. It was a lot of fun. So I did this wedding, and the wedding was wonderful, and the couple was wonderful, and they gave me an envelope, and it was a tip. I was like, oh, isn't that wonderful? They already paid me, and so they were just in gratitude. And so I carried it around for a little while, and I thought, I can spend this. I can buy lunch. I can do something with it. I can put it into the usual cycle of stuff. And I completely deserve it, because they were very happy and it all was good. And then I realized, no, I'm going to give it to somebody else. And there was an opportunity I gave it to my chiropractor because she had done something really wonderful for me. And so I said, and I told her the story. I didn't just give her a tip. I said, here's the story. And I said, you can do whatever you want with this. And she was really touched by that. And I got to hear back the story of what she did with my tip money, which was then her tip money, which is then going on to do some more and more and more good in the world. There's one creative power. We are participating with it. Oh, and you know what happens when you give stuff away? When you're in that flow of prosperity, where you're not just taking in your income, but you're sharing it, you're giving it back, you're, God forbid, tithing. What happens is the flow increases. When we participate with that creative process to a greater degree, when we get our small selves out of the way and open to the greatness that's available to us, more good and more good and more good is showing up. The thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. And the thing to do is to use it, to do it. If you're not aware or you're not convinced that this is the way that the stuff works, dive in, read the first 4 chapters of the book, or talk to one of the practitioners and do a session and get some experience, get some mileage about having your intention turn into something real in your life. It works. It works, it works, it works. And you can ask anybody in our community, has a prayer worked for you? And everybody says yes. There has been a prayer that has turned into something wonderful for us. So work the program and invite in some transformation. And a thing from my friend Celeste, I think she was on here a little earlier. She spends a lot of time thinking and she's pretty good at it. So she reduced the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook to 4 haiku. 1, first, the thing itself, creative intelligence, freedom, divine plan. and this being haiku, I'm going to read it again. First, the thing itself, creative intelligence, freedom, divine plan. The second chapter is the way it works. Universal mind, first cause is the way it works. Universal good. Universal mind, first cause is the way it works. Universal good. What it does through love, law makes the way possible, and love points the way. What it does through love, law makes the way possible, and love points the way. Last, how to use it. Application of knowledge, path of truth is clear. Last, how to use it. Application of knowledge, path of truth is clear. We're kicking off a new year. We're living in a universe of infinite possibilities. Your thoughts become your experience. So choose the good ones. Make this year spectacular, as good as you can imagine, and even better, because you deserve it. So it is.
Okay, we're going to do a chant leading into the meditation today. And the words are really simple. They are just, be still and know that I am God.
Thank you, Ginger. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. Yeah, we're gonna sit in the quiet together here, and the people in Zoom, just one. Spirit unify us together, so it's no separation. Wherever we at, we are one. It's a spirit within us. It's like a fountain of pure spiritual consciousness out of all wisdom, all joy, all goodness. Flows out. It's nothing anybody could say or don't say, do or fail to do, will take that joy away that is within us. That's why the Bible says no gift could be received unless first comes from the Spirit within. That's why we could read all books, listen to all spiritual teachers, and still not be spiritually illuminated until we receive the truth that comes from within. Christ called it the Spirit of Truth. As we commune and go in deep meditation, we will know the will of God for us. If we are open, receptive, aware of the divine potential within us, and we sit quietly and silently, the truth will well up within us as a spiritual unfoldment. Through meditation, the truth is unfolded in a personal way that will mean something special to us. We will no longer doubt. We will say together with Dr. Holmes, we know, and we know that we know. So I believe through the joy of meditation, we go through 3 steps for spiritual unfoldment in us. The first step, recognizing God's handiwork in the world we live in. We will be like Moses when he saw the burning bush that did not consume itself. He said, I'm going to turn aside and see this great sight. We got to take time to turn aside and see God's handiwork. The way God creates and expresses life through himself. Take time to see the clouds effects, the sunsets, the colors of nature. That will bring us great joy. The second step is knowing that we live in the one mind, which is the mind of God. It says, take this mind that was also in Christ. And the third step, before we go, I know we're in the silence. This is a silent moment. Be aware of the presence of God and feel the presence, because the presence is already built in us. You just got to take time to be aware of it and recognizing the God within. Meditation, we imagine, we sense it, we feel it, we believe it. But the most essential is knowing that goodness. Contemplate. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the highest form of prayer is contemplation. Contemplate on the good. Contemplate on love, on peace, joy, wisdom, freedom. Share yourself, not part of yourself, your whole self, your possessions, your ideas, your love, with those around you, and you will reach the end of the world, like we say. Those corners, every cave, every river, every ocean, your vibration, your energy will flow out forever and ever. Embrace it. Embody the words that you heard. Because the word that you heard is the word of God.
Know with me that the presence is here. Love and spirit are here. And we each stand in that power and presence of the one, now and always. From the ninth candle, which is new thought, to the first candle, which is Taoism. The message is the same. May I be happy. May we be happy. May they be happy. May I be well. May we be well. May they be well. May I be safe. May we be safe. May they be safe. And finally, may I be peaceful and at ease. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may they be peaceful and at ease. That one power and presence working through us allows us to create this. Stand in that power. Stand in that presence. Now and always. Take a deep breath. Start to move around a little bit. Shrug your shoulders. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the room as Ginger will continue to play more beautiful music.
Don't you know love is all around you, surrounding you with all you ever need to realize your dream. Can you see love is here to ground you, to astound you, and it's just a breath away. Oh, it's just a breath away. Don't you know you are here to be the light? So be the light. It's all you ever need to realize your dream. Can't you see the light is always with you? It is you, and it's just a breath away. Oh, it's just a breath away. Close your eyes and inhale life and breathe. Be aware and look around you, breathe.
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you again. Thank you all. Jesus, a shout out, not just for the meditation, but also for the writing, which turned into the reading, which was spectacular today. Such talent around us. So we're at the portion of our program where if there's something that has stirred within you that you'd like to give voice to, go ahead and raise your hand, either on the Zoom or in the room, and we get a chance to give voice to that. I also mentioned earlier, not just as a setup to the comedy thing, that you can ask a question. So if you don't have something to say, but you have something to ask, you can do that now as well. Okay. I think you guys got it. There is one, right? There is one. And as long as we remember that and all of the things that that implies, then we're doing okay. Invite Dina up to do the offering.
I do want to say thank you, G, for that. I love that song. Very, yeah, yeah. New Thought Philadelphia is all about spreading the love. Our community is supported by your contributions. The gift you share helps our work in the world, and the way you shine your light spreads the love. We have a basket in the room and a donate button on the web to make a donation by Zelle, Cash App, credit card, PayPal, or Venmo. You can also mail a check to our office in Ardmore, and we are grateful for every way you share. The offering affirmation is on the screen. Let's all unmute and say the affirmation together. I live in an abundant universe, one with
One with the infinite source of all good.
I am a center of
Center of conscious prosperity.
I enjoy
I enjoy the
of
richness
life.
of life.
I bless my
I
gift.
bless my gift.
I share
I
my gift.
share my gift with
Gratitude
gratitude
and
and
joy.
joy.
I know that as I
That
give,
as
I
I
do
I
receive.
do receive.
And so it
And so it is.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Shout out to Nate, who does tech in the room, and to Benjamin, who does tech on the Zoom every week. Making it easy. Ginger, one more for us, please.
So grateful to be here today. My New Thought Philly family.
Today I'm letting go, and I'm letting God. Feels so good to know we are one, fractals of a greater love.
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you all. Let's close with another joyful cacophony. So if you're in the room, stand up, take a hand of the person next to you. If you're on Zoom, go ahead and unmute, and you can repeat after me. I am the one. We are the one. They are the one. We are all one, and love is at hand. And so it is. Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Nice little surprise.
Thank you, Robin. Good to see you.
I don't want to claim that, but it's just sort of a fact.
You mean up until now?